Hello everybody, Dave Neal here, stand-up comic host of Bachelor Nation News. In this video, we're going to discuss the Tyler Cameron, Rachael Kirkconnell clash. The feud explained. Is it a whole bunch of nothing? Is it a slow business day? We'll get into the full story. Follow me on Instagram at dneals for be posting some show dates. I've got a show Thursday and Friday night in Los Angeles. You can go check out the info there. And also I'll be on Patreon right after this at 10 a.m. Pacific time, patreon.com/Dave Neal, where I will probably be discussing a few things I'm working on, including some new visualization. You want some motivation? Follow me along the journey trying to recover from caring what other people think about me. Boy, it ain't easy. I got some PTSD there. I don't mean that lightly. We'll get into it on the Patreon. Hey, I'm no victim here. It's just, life comes at you fast, and with success comes some bullshit, right? So we'll get into all that. They never told you this when they tell you can make some money on YouTube. All right, we'll get into all that on the Patreon, patreon.com/Dave Neal. And I'm over on Dave Neal's community, free on Facebook, and I posted this morning. There's nothing to talk about today, so I guess we'll just take the day off. It's a barrel scraping hump day. Let's get into it. Come on, folks. Barrel scraping, OMG. Here we are. So, in this barrel scraping episode, Tyler Cameron sheds light on why he clashes with Matt James' girlfriend, Rachael Kirkconnell. And then after this, I'm going to respond to accusations that I was making fun of animals who are tested on because of a Cassidy video we made yesterday about influencers who promote Maybelline. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe I don't want to talk about it, but we'll get into that at the end, so just stick around for that. Tyler sheds light on why he clashes with Matt James' girlfriend. Not all bromances remain the same. Tyler Cameron opened up about the questions surrounding his friendship with Matt and Rachael. And look, here's the deal. Before I even read this, Matt lived with Tyler Cameron. So this is a tale as old as time, where someone gets annoyed at their bestie who has a love interest. It's not gender-based. It can go the other way, where two ladies might live together, and then all of a sudden Samantha falls in love with Tony, and then Rebecca's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sick of Tony. And it's like, well, yeah, you're sick of Tony, but Samantha's in love. So just because you're sick doesn't mean Tony's not treating Samantha right. Point is, pretty common that this dynamic might happen when you steal the attention away from your bestie. I think people think Matt and I aren't friends because we're just not in each other's everyday lives like we used to be, Tyler told us while supporting... it doesn't matter. I think it's part of growing up. It's part of entering a relationship. Oh, there you go. That's right. Just like I was saying. While Bachelor Nation met Matt James 30 on Tyler's season 5... Jesus Christ, these articles are so annoying to read. No offense, Sarah. Is Sarah the one who wrote this? Sarah, no offense. They're so annoying to read. I try to skip over the fluff and get to the meat here. Well, Bachelor Nation met James, 30, as Cameron's BFF when season 15 of The Bachelorette was airing in 2019. You know what I mean? What the hell was that? And watched James become the season 25 Bachelor as a result. Cameron reminded us that they've been friends since 2012. We all have those friends that they grow up, they start dating their person, they get married, they do their thing, and you see him when you see him, he explained. Speculation about Tyler and Matt's friendship was fueled when the First Impressions author joked on, watch what happens live with Andy Cohen in May. This just feels like one of those, and I get it, I'm guilty of it. This feels like one of those tweets that we turn into an article, and I'm turning it into a 20-minute video, so I guess I'm part of the problem too. Fluff, lots of it. Don't you guys remember Fluff? Oh boy, they better not cancel. One day they cancel Choco Taco, the next day they cancel Fluff, and I'm telling you, what are we going to do? People that don't live in the U.S. probably. Is Fluff America's version of Australia's Vegemite? Is that what it is? We like our sugar. What is Fluff? It's basically just like, Fluff is like if sugar became if marshmallows became appropriate to eat instead of jelly. And jelly's no better. All right, you're all complicit to my cavities. I was definitely going through my own stuff, says Tyler. We just have our own ways of clashing. I don't like listening to people sometimes, and she's strong and she has a really good opinion on a lot of things. And sometimes I don't want to hear it. But this is so true, right? This probably sounds, I don't know if this sounds misogynistic or I don't know what this sounds like, but it's true. It's like the guy just wants to beat his chest, play the bongos naked, pretend he's Matthew McConaughey, and then Rachel's like, but actually, and she's like, I'm not dating you. Your opinion doesn't matter right now. And that's what's called coexisting with relationships, and why you usually get out of whatever roommate situation you're in, because it doesn't last too long. The Real Dirty Dancing alum clarified that the Georgia native always means well and is a really good person who is a good match for James. Hey, that's all that's important. Rachel means well. She's a good person. They just weren't meant to live together. They're very happy, and I think we clash just because we're both passionate people in what we believe in, but we've also learned from each other, so that's good. I think they're good for each other. They keep each other happy and keep each other going, and that's what's important. While James and Kirkconnell have been spending time in Miami, Tyler Cameron, for his part, moved back to Jupiter, Florida, and has been seeing Paige Lorenz, the You Deserve Better author, travel to San Francisco over the weekend. How many different things are they going to name drop? They're authors. They're this, they're that. Golly, just say their first names. We had our calls. I would tell them where okay, so what is this? You Deserve Better author traveled to San Francisco over the weekend after working with Degrees Not Done Yet marathon. We had our calls. I would tell them when I screwed up and also succeeded in the marathons I ran. Things to do and don't lead. Okay, that's okay. I think that the message of not being done yet isn't okay. None of that matters. All right, so that's the Tyler Cameron part. We'll keep the party going. So I made this video yesterday about Cassidy because Cassidy, or 2 days ago maybe, Cassidy was saying, I'm not going to make $1 from my Instagram, which is totally fine. It's fair for her to feel that feeling. And I was like, look, there's nothing wrong with influencers. It's what people do with their platform. So some influencers promote products that are good. Some don't. We all use products. I mean, there isn't a product out there, like you think you got some sort of ethical toothpaste. You're like, oh, I just use Tom's of Maine. By the way, who uses Tom's of Maine? Let me tell you something. If you use Tom's of Maine deodorant, you're the smelly friend. You're the friend that smells, okay? I'm looking at you, Rebecca. I know you're out there going, whoops. Oh, but the other stuff gives me, whatever, okay? We're all joking around. So anyway, I was like, look, I'm not going to judge people for what they post unless we know the companies are like super unethical, like a Shein or, other companies. So then I get this comment. Dave, I'm surprised and sad that you're joking about animal testing, especially since your adorable dog Boone is a basset hound. Okay. Before I read the rest of the comment, let's see what I said. Let's go right here. But I may wish them a little perspective. I don't think it's honest work to sell. Okay, well, and now, so here she's going to. So Cassidy slammed somebody for selling Maybelline. I don't know if Maybelline tests their products on pigs. I don't know. Putting lipstick on a pig. I don't know what they blush on a beef. I don't know. They're putting eyeliner on a leopard. I don't know. We want to keep on going. Putting concealer cream on a cheetah. You know what I mean? Putting acne cream on a crocodile. Putting what's some other products that women use there? So eyeshadow putting shea butter on a Bronco. Just putting eyeshadow on a sheep, okay? I don't know if we want to put 17 hours later, just the Bubba Gump of Maybelline. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe I don't give a shit. Point is, so she conflates my argument with that Maybelline. So that's what I did. I was making sort of references to lipstick on a pig. Again, when you explain a joke, you kill it, and we laugh because we can't cry. Because trust me, that this is just a tear goes down my soul when I have to explain a joke. Saying you put lipstick on a pig, and then saying you put cocoa butter on a Bronco, or saying whatever it is, that's not making light of animal testing. I'm sorry. So let's just nip that in the bud. Let's read the rest of the comment. I do appreciate the comment. I do appreciate it. This is my passive aggressive way, or maybe this is aggressive, or maybe it's not at all, of responding to some of the comments I get where I go, I appreciate and I love the comments, and at the same time, because everybody's got a different thing. Some people it's animals, some people it's grandmas. Everybody's got a different thing they're standing up for, and it's like a joke is a lipstick on a pig. Dave, I'm surprised and sad that you're joking about animal testing, especially since your adorable dog Boone is a basset hound. You don't bring Boone into this. By the way, I do animal testing on Boone. I'll give him pieces of steak after, I'll give him scraps and see if he doesn't fart the whole night. Boy, does he have some smelly tutors. Maybe he'll blow the roof off the place. Is that an earthquake, honey? No, the dog just ate chili. Maybelline is indeed one of the cosmetic companies that isn't cruelty-free, but there isn't any health reason for for testing cosmetics on animals. Most progressive, ethical, and humanely oriented cosmetic, personal care, and household companies do not test on animals. And it's slowly becoming trendier for companies to be cruelty-free, environmentally sustainable, vegan, etc. As consumers, we have power in our shopping choices to support companies that are cruelty-free. The Leaping Bunny logo and PETA are a couple of places to start if you're interested in supporting some of the many companies that do not test on animals. Don't we all, humans and animals alike, deserve to exist with less suffering? Gotta say that I respect this person's post about the morality of promoting Shein and products testing on animals. Oh, no. Don't give that other person credit for railing against Shein. I've been railing against Shein, for a long time here. And I'm not saying credit where it's due, but let's go, folks. I know this is going to get a lot of comments going, oh my gosh. Well, here's the deal, right? Because I'll say something out of my mouth. And look, we're just talking shit right now to kill time because I do appreciate these comments. I'll say something out of my mouth, and then someone will respond with something that is not a response. It's almost like if I serve tennis, and then on the return, you hit the tennis ball with a basketball, and I'm like, we're playing two different sports here. We're not even having the same conversation, okay? Because saying lipstick on a pig and, shea butter on a Bronco, whatever, says nothing about animal cruelty. Do you understand? Anyway, let me know what you think. And I never said it's okay. Okay, so that was my response. And of course, I've always wondered this about PETA too, because it said at PETA's shelters, most animals are put down. PETA calls them mercy killings. So doesn't PETA kill half of the animals, or 80% I think was the name, the animals that come in? Again, I'm not saying, is this one of those, has the article disappeared here? I'm not saying that, I'm anti-PETA, but don't they have a problem too? This is one of those, you look at, whenever you get into this moral argument, you can just look in any direction and just call each other out. And it's like, look, am I vegan? No. Do I think we have a problem with factory farming? Yes. Do I try to eat less red meat? Yeah, and I'd say it's actually probably less for moral purposes and more that it just bloats me a little bit, and it's time for Hot Dave Summer. All right, so let me know. Okay, where did we go with this? I'm not sure. I'll finish ranting over on Patreon. Patreon.com/Dave Neal. We have so many new members over there on the Patreon. I've started sharing. You know what? I'll show you this right now. I will show you what I've been doing on Patreon. They have a version of there's along with giving you guys daily content, which I'm giving you guys a ton of that. There's what's called lenses, and I'm going to play yesterday's for you. These are basically Instagram stories, but only for Patreon. So I'm sharing a little bit of the wedding updates. Hello, Patreon. We are working on our wedding document. So I'm just trying to get the upcoming nuptials. Just wanted to say hello. Just giving you just an airplane there. Just trying to give you guys a little bit extra access for those that want to donate. And if you don't want to donate and be a part of it, that's totally fair too. We'll have so much free content for you guys. I hope you appreciate it. At the least, it's free to hit the like button an odd number of times, and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye, everybody.